Prepubescent boys in Singapore had a week-long erection as world-famous YouTube streamer IShowSpeed hit the sunny shores of Singapore. Good evening, I am Sneakier Sushii and I'm bringing back the Sneaky Show. While Sneaky Sushii is out frolicking with ghosts, he has abandoned you all and he has abandoned commentary and is just flirting and f***ing around with ghosts. So I'm bringing it back. Cue the intro. So we're talking about speed today. I'm sure most of you have already heard about it if you are Singaporean. But I noticed a lot of Singaporeans don't actually know who IShowSpeed is. Basically, Speed is one of the biggest streamers on YouTube. And he blew up fairly recently in the last 2 to 3 years with his over-the-top reactions and I have to say, very insane work ethic. Like, you can't deny his work ethic. He has been streaming almost every single day for the last 3 to 4 years. I only find myself watching his streams on rare occasions, but he is a funny character, so I do see his appeal. Also, I'm recording on my voice memo on my iPhone because I forgot to bring my mic. I'm in Bangkok right now, so Kap Kun Kap, bitches. As of today, as of filming this video on the 25th of September, he is currently on his Southeast Asian tour and his latest stop was in Singapore. However, this is when things gets a little bit messy. 1 hour into his live stream in Universal Studios Singapore, it ends abruptly as he was told he couldn't film while riding the Transformers ride. The stream ended with a black screen soon after a theme park employee was heard telling Speed, "We can't do any live streaming on the attraction," leaving hundreds and thousands of viewers staring at a black screen. Following this disastrous stream, fans of IShowSpeed started gathering their pitchforks looking for a target to bark at. And all that would fall upon the shoulders of local Singaporean YouTuber Jian Hao Tan. But how is Jian Hao Tan even involved in this debacle? So occasionally Speed would get local influencers to show him around each country, and I'm guessing the reason why he doesn't get a proper events company or a tour guide to do that is because I'm guessing he wants a raw feel to his live stream. You know, it's like friends showing each other their country. He got influencers in Thailand and he did so again in Singapore by calling upon the help of Jian Hao Tan just one night before Speed was scheduled to fly into Singapore. One night before. That's f***ing crazy, man. How do you expect someone to organize something as big as this in one day? Let alone in Singapore, where there are so many rules and regulations to adhere to. And I'm not hating on these rules. Our strict laws are the very reason why we are one of the safest, cleanest countries in Southeast Asia. So considering this, the fact that Jian Hao even managed to pull something out of his ass is nothing short of a miracle. And honestly, I think they approached the right man for the job because Jian Hao Tan has a team, he has resources, and he can probably pull some strings to get things done faster. I wouldn't be surprised if Jian Hao is able to deliver the entire Singapore Merlion to Speed's hotel room, along with a brochure about the 10 types of statues in Singapore. So naturally, Jian Hao got a lot of flack from the fans of IShowSpeed for the cancelled stream, which honestly, and I'm not trying to suck up to Jian Hao here, but you can't blame him here, man. This dude, according to him, managed to scramble 3 executive cars, 5 bikes, 6 security team members, VIP arrangements, parking and escorting at USS. Even a professional organizer would turn this down because of how insane the request is and how last minute it is. And it's worth noting that Jian Hao didn't plan a fixed itinerary for Speed. He simply made suggestions for places Speed could visit, like Woodlands Pasar Malam or taking the MRT. But at the end of the day, it is Speed's stream and it was up to him to make the final call. So I'm guessing a lot of the places that Jian Hao suggested, Speed just turned them down because perhaps they weren't interesting enough or whatever the reason is. Regarding the filming on USS rights, I don't know how this could be an oversight because it is quite a well-known rule, not only in theme parks in Singapore but in many countries as well, that you cannot carry a fucking camera onto a roller coaster. If it drops and it hits a toddler, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna adopt another one for the family? So when Speed's cameraman Slips posted this tweet, I was like, what the hell, boy? So the tweet reads, "You can't film shit in Singapore," and everyone just lies. Don't know what the heck is happening there. He sounds very salty and very angry. You can film in USS, by the way, you just can't film on the rides. Maybe if it's a sneaky phone camera, you could try to, sneak your phone onto the rides. I'm not encouraging this behavior. I'm guessing you could probably sneak a phone onto a ride, right? They don't pat you down. But with a full-on cameraman and a crew, obviously the staff are gonna stop you, bro. However, someone F1 did state that approval was granted for filming, but it wasn't communicated to the ground staff. That's why they stopped it. Bad communication, I guess, poor communication from the team. Also, back to Sleep's tweet, we probably just gonna stream at F1. Visiting F1 would be a terrible idea. And I'm so glad they didn't film at a major global event in Singapore where thousands of spectators and guests might potentially cause a human stampede. Even without Speed being at F1, there would already be ushers there to guide crowds leaving the F1 event. So imagine if Speed were to go there and he brought his hungry horde of fans to the event as well. It's just gonna be so chaotic, and the whole place is just gonna collapse into a big sinkhole. Slips, however, did send out another tweet in support of Jian Hao, urging fans to stop hating on Jian Hao because he didn't deserve the hate, which I respect and I agree. Like, this Jian Hao he's really f***ing emoing, guys. He damn emo, bro. Have you seen his Instagram stories? He like gonna cry already. Like, cut this man some slack, man. He tried his best. And I don't know how much weight this carries, and for privacy's sake, I don't want to mention who, but a surprise, surprise, I actually got requested to bring Speed around in Singapore for his second attempt at streaming in Singapore. I spat and took a fat shit at that opportunity. No, I'm just kidding. I politely turned it down. I've caught quite a few of his intercontinental streams and I've seen how chaotic it would be, and I so don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a fucking slave, you know, scrambling about trying to cater to Speed's every whim and request and like managing and organizing. It looks and sounds like a huge headache and a thankless job at that. Not that I need any, you know, praise or whatever, but it's just why would I want to do that? But the good news is Speed did come back to Singapore for the second time on the 24th of September, 2 days after his failed stream. And side note, after his first failed stream in Singapore, he actually flew to Cambodia to stream for a day, and then he flew back to Singapore to stream, like back-to-back days. Like, no matter what your consensus about him is, he is a very hardworking guy, so I can see why he's so massively successful. This time, however, the stream went pretty well. I actually caught most of it. I would say 80% of it. I was a bit late to the stream. I was just playing it in the background while I was doing work. And here are some of the highlights of the stream. So apparently this dude, he raised IShowSpeed for $10,000 for charity. Let's have a look at it.
Why does people keep coming up to me trying to race me? Like, everybody keep trying to come up to me. Whoa, hold on. Hey, y'all know he's about to lose, right? Come on, chat, $10,000.
Another guy gave Speed an iPhone 16 Pro Max, and I think he's a content creator as well, if I'm not wrong. It's nice being a global superstar streamer, eh? Just getting free shit left and right. Guys, can I have some free things too? You wanna give me your like dirty underwear or like sweaty shirts? You know, give me your broken iPhone, whatever. I'll accept anything. There were also a lot of people screaming in the stream and a lot of crazy screaming fanboys. It's very eye-opening to see Singaporeans doing it. I think we tend to be a very organized and maybe structured and a bit more modest country, so it was very eye-opening seeing like hordes of fans chasing their idol like that. Even if, you know, like Taylor Swift or Ed Sheeran were to come, I don't think Singaporeans would act this crazy. Of course, it has a lot to do with the type of content Speed is creating and the personality he is. It encourages his fans to emulate Speed's behavior, which is over-the-top reactions and being very aggressive in a playful manner. That's why most of his fans, when they see Speed, they bark back at him because Speed, you know, is known for barking comically in front of the camera. Like this scene where, look at that, how many motorcycles are following Speed. This is almost once in a lifetime scene, man. I've never seen that before. A sea of motorcycles just following someone. Very surprising to see in Singapore. Usually it's such a big event like this, there will be a police escort to make sure, you know, traffic flows smoothly. But yeah, thankfully nothing bad went wrong. There were no accidents and the stream went pretty well. Except for this part though. So Speed got a henna, tried to get a henna drawing on his neck of of Ronaldo, his favorite football player. It looked like shit lah, to be honest. It's horrible. Even the guy who did it, I think he's a henna artist. The guy was so embarrassed at his own work that he asked Speed to erase his work off his neck. What a fucking loser, what a failure, bro. Oh, that's so embarrassing, man. When I was watching that part of the stream, I was cringing so hard. You fumbled, man. You fumbled hard, bro. You had a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do an insane henna drawing of Ronaldo on a huge streaming mega star, and you fumbled the bag, bro. But you know, Speed was very sweaty and he was moving about, and I guess that's why the tattoo ended up looking like Satan's demon baby. And that's all I wanted to say about this whole Speed saga. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you guys next week. Sneakier Sushi out. Peace. How do you say bye in Thai, babe? That's Korean.